Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nerds of the Talking. The Talking Nerds. Let's talk nerdum, guys.
Hooked on phonics.
100 years talking nerds. Every episode, talking nerds for life. How's everybody doing?
Not too shabby.
Pretty good.
Crickets. Okay.
We just responded.
Oh, there might be a delay then because you guys were just sitting there for like 3 seconds.
It sounds like a you problem. And if 3 seconds is worthy of crickets, then
high energy levels.
You know, I'd rather have an honest answer and me think about it for 3 seconds than an instant dishonest answer. So
fair enough.
Yeah. Tired of everyone just saying I'm good.
Yeah, without thinking about it at least.
When you say it's fine, but it's not really fine, and nothing's fine. It's
nothing's ever fine. Especially when we get to what we're talking about today.
Yeah, we got lots to talk about today. But first, what are some fun things you guys have been doing of late?
Well, I guess I'll start because I know tell you guys something probably from your look.
By the looks of your face.
By the way, you're looking over there. I can tell you got something going on.
Yeah. But I've been highly enjoying Attack on Titan lately. Yes. I'm in season 3, and there's never a dull moment. I don't think there's ever an episode that doesn't leave on a cliffhanger.
You want to know something amazing, Nick? That's anime.
Facts.
All right. Yeah.
Just Attack on Titan. Although Attack on Titan is phenomenal.
Yeah. It's like the writers always have like a plot twist or a good story movement like in their back pocket. Like they've already set it up like a season ago.
Well, it's all the manga, you know, it's literally just the and I guess live action. It's the motion picture of a graphic novel, essentially, right? So it's already done, it's set up, it's written, you know, it's just bringing it to life. So that's the best part of anime, in my opinion, is that it's already written and they're always going to keep to the lore. And if you want to spoil it for yourself, you can by going ahead and reading the manga before it comes out on anime. The only downside is if you're watching dubbed, a lot of companies are translating companies are making it they're sticking their messages in, you know, in their translations. So against the desires of the actual studio. So
yeah, some lines don't really make sense sometimes. You're just like, okay, that's a weird like exclamation or like word to use in that situation, but I figure it probably makes more sense in the original.
I love that. That's my favorite. Yeah. It just means sure. Apparently it's like how you say sure in Japanese is
yeah, or that.
Yeah. Hey, we all saw Fantastic Mr. Fox. I'm pregnant.
You're practically glowing.
You're practically glowing. Maybe it's the light.
Yeah. But that's
nice.
It's been my past evenings. I've been watching a lot of that.
Good.
Very good. Excellent.
Got me hooked.
Good. Cool. I'll piggyback off that. My Hero, season 7. Oh boy, it's good. Can't say too much. Not going to say much at all, other than it's really good, and I'm loving it. Also, Biggie and I just got done watching episode 2 of Demon Slayer, the Hashira training arc. Nick, that's another one you've got to watch. Like
that's like high priority right there.
Yeah. Honestly,
that
finish
was
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
and
That
then
was your
go
next
to-
suggestion, right? I think it was.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Mainly because it's still like coming out too. So like you would have time to like catch up and then. But also other news talking about catching up and the impossible endeavor. I have started One Piece.
You're such a jerk.
Yeah, I'm about 15 episodes into the 1,109 episodes.
I like this.
I don't know.
It's not that it's bad. It's a great show, but like, come on, man, you got to finish Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay, I gotta focus when I watch those. Like One Piece, I can have like the dub running while I, especially for this first season, because this has been a while since we've been on a live show. I watched the live action, and I loved it.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
It is amazing.
So, yeah, which is what made me watch the anime. I was like, this is good.
Right.
I need to watch all of the anime
and then
now.
One day, was it yesterday? I think it was literally yesterday. I have my Crunchyroll connected to my Discord, and for some reason, sometimes it shows like, I'm watching. If I'm on Discord, it shows I'm watching Crunchyroll, and for whatever reason, yesterday it said I was, even though I wasn't. And he's like, "You watching My Hero?" And I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Dang, now I'm watching I'm watching One Piece, and it's all your fault." I'm like, I didn't do anything. I did no such thing.
You just reminded me that I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could just have it running in the background, and it's like one of those like background.
It's like Simpsons for me.
Yeah, that's great. So that's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to get through all of 1,000. Is that my new New Year's goal?
Really
maybe. Who knows?
Gosh, by the end of the day.
Also, you may have noticed, it actually looks kind of similar, but I am in a new.
Very similar.
Yeah, it does. I am in a new office. Me and my wife have officially moved. We are in St. Charles now, and
dox yourself.
Yeah, that's fine. So I still have a corner, but it's
Missouri.
this
Oh boy,
this
just a little different.
Yeah,
this corner is closer, but it looks the same.
Can you touch it?
The guitars are down there, and part of that moving process, I've had some fun journey. I wasn't sure if I was going to make the show today because my personal PC decided to take a big fat dookie.
It has been taking dookies a lot.
Right. It has been. So I decided, you know what? I'm moving.
Putting up probiotics.
Half the parts are going to be out of it for the move anyways. I'm going to move it to its new case first. And in doing so, I took apart the cooler and found out that the manufacturer put way too much thermal paste. And so it overflowed on the edges of my CPU and got into my socket and on my pins and was causing a bunch of problems.
So many problems.
So that being said, I cleaned it and I wasn't sure I was going to make it, but here we are. I made it.
But you did it.
And she's in her new case and she looks absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
It's been a while.
Put a water cooler in it too at some point.
It already has a liquid cooler.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, all that being said, I also lost a monitor in the move because it broke. So I'm down some tech points, says the producer.
Not gonna lie, when you texted me that, I actually kind of started tearing up for you. I was like,
I know. I almost cried. Like, not even joking. I was devastated.
I would too.
That sucks.
It's tough, man. So
yeah. That's how I was with all my bourbon. I was like, if a single bottle of bourbon breaks, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, but you always have a double of each one, right?
No, just the good
your
ones.
Backup bourbon.
His backup bourbon. Anyways, that's what happened with the move. It was a fun adventure. That's what I've been up to. I've also gotten back into playing Destiny because I love it. Yeah. And Yeah, and I'm drinking a Pseudo Sue, courtesy of Biggie.
Nice.
You're welcome.
So yeah, that's
Cool.
what I've been up to. You hear crickets now, Biggie? Huh?
No crickets now.
See what happens when I stand up? See, when I stand, I've got stuff to say, you know?
Okay. So you can never sit down again, I guess, on this podcast?
Never.
Never ever. Well, cool. What have I been doing? I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go. Literally tomorrow is my 2-week anniversary of coming onto the app, and I already have 2 legendary Pokemon. I got like 5 lucky Pokemon. I got my Snorlax. I got a Lapras, right? I got a Gengar. So I got lots of cool guys. Oh, a Machamp. He's pretty cool. He's pretty neat. And I caught my very first Dragonite yesterday in my work parking lot. He was just sitting there, you know. He was just like, I am here. I'm like, oh, I'm getting you. I had to use a golden Raz on him, but I caught him, and he was only a 2-star, and I was kind of bummed out, but it's okay. But I have a Dratini that's my pal, who's a 3-star, so he's for sure going to be a mighty fine warrior one day.
He's my pal.
He's my pal, you know, or buddy. He's my buddy. You know what I'm saying? A little buddy guy.
Right.
So yeah, so that's been fun. That's been very captivating. I gotta say, I always used to make fun of people Pokemon Go, and now I'm one of them. But
yeah,
that's why it's what everything. You don't knock it till you try it. Anime is a prime example. I think everybody here can agree about that. You know, so yeah. What else? Elden Ring. Obviously, I'm almost done with my new playthrough. I for sure have to kill Moog in order to get to the DLC, but I'm probably gonna beat the whole game because I got to get my Albanoris Slayer 3000, so that I can so that I can farm. Because I want to get at least to like level 250, I think. Maybe. I guess it doesn't really matter actually, because it's gonna have its own leveling system altogether. But yeah, so I'm having fun with that. I'm just using my Blasphemous Blade right now, all the way level plus 10, just to get through the bosses. But I'm ultimately gonna do, of course, a katana build. Why else? What else would I do? But I'm super excited because there's gonna be a backhanded katana in the DLC, which is gonna be dope. And some martial arts. So like I'm going full samurai, you know. I'm going full Ghost of Tsushima in Elden Ring, and it's gonna be great.
Love it.
So, but yeah, and then I've also been playing Stardew Valley on the side with some friends, and Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, which I haven't played in a little bit now, but that is an enjoyable game, I will say. Not that I doubted it wouldn't be, you know, that it would be.
Only did that because of your power.
No, I'd already been playing.
Right?
I just got my Switch out. I'm like, I should get some games on here because I haven't played in a while. And I saw Legend of Zelda or Breath of the Wild was on sale. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely getting this. And then I just started playing. So, and then of course My Hero Academia. I haven't been watching as much of that lately, but I am still getting through that. And I started my rewatch of something we're going to talk about later, House of the Dragon. So I am on episode 5 now. There's 10 episodes in season 1, and it is just as good as I remembered. It's fantastic. So you really kind of do hate Rhaenyra at the beginning. You're like, everything that happened to you was your fault, pretty much, actually. Like at first it wasn't her fault, but then her and Alicent became friends again, and it's like, you guys mended that relationship, and then you had to go. I mean, Daemon technically had to go and screw it up by bringing her out that one night, right, and making her all promiscuous. And then she got into the whole lie pool, and then it just causes more problems with her dad. And then Otto Hightower had to leave, but you know what? He really did have to leave because he was a little snake. But it's like, sure, Damon was the reason she did that, but she could have said no, you know? So all her problems really kind of are her own fault. So I feel like this whole story is like her having to deal with the consequences of her actions, and not really taking ownership of her, rightful, or what's the word, inheritance, or being the heir, right? She didn't take it very seriously, and if she did, she probably would have been queen. Despite Otto being there trying to make Aegon, because Alicent was all for it. But then Alicent's like, I don't trust you anymore, So I don't know. It's kind of like
isn't that like the whole like theme? Well, not theme, but
it
like
is.
isn't that's the whole thing of like Thrones too?
That's
Like all
the
consequences.
I just saw Fall Guys, which by the way is an incredible movie. Y'all should go. Not incredible, but really good. Go watch it if you haven't. If you want to go see a movie, go see Fall Guys. The Fall Guy, and it was fantastic. But there's a line.
Oh, it was actually good.
It was great. I saw it twice. It was
That's
so good.
crazy. You never see anything twice.
No,
this is good.
Not really. It was great. Yeah, so go see it. But there's a line in about sexy bacon. It's like the yummy stuff in movies that like, isn't kind of part of the plot, but it like adds. It's like good details. Be like, it's the sexy bacon. So I'm like, so that's like all the drama in House of the Dragon.
That's what I call it.
Yes. All the drama in House of the Dragon is the sexy bacon. It adds a lot, but it's like, but you could have avoided all of this, but I love it. It's great drama. So
I'll have to add that to my repertoire.
Right. Those are two words that I didn't think were going to go together describing movie fluff.
Yeah, maybe not to describe movie fluff, but I mean,
definitely not.
Bacon can be sexy because it's so.
Oh, it is.
It's for sure.
Yeah. Sexy. But it'd be like, oh, that's sexy bacon. You're not like, this is sexy bacon, and you're referring to a movie fluff. Now, this is pod racing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's mostly it. I've been making my way downtown. Through
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping. Through Fast and Furious. The Fast Saga, if you will.
Dude, I just told Angela last night, I was like, babe, I really want to watch the Fast and Furious movies again.
Catch up with me. I'm on 6 now. 6 is the next one I gotta watch.
Okay, I think that's where I left off when I did my repeat.
After
that one.
Maybe one day we can do an episode like we said we would a year ago.
Well, we do have the part 2 coming out
2025. Yep. Tis true. Where the F am I?
Oh man.
Continue what you were saying.
Man. This is good. We're gonna have the whole gang here tonight.
We're gonna have the whole gang.
Trying to
and we're only 18 minutes in.
Our representative Boomer.
The Flash is actually joining tonight, guys. The Flash is made his way through the multiverse. He's getting better at it, He's actually getting better.
Hey, jumping through multiverses. That's tough.
It's hard.
Busy work, man. Busy work.
Yeah.
I can stall while Zach's getting here.
You've been Fast and Furious forever.
Yeah, right. No, there was a movie that I watched recently, and I wanted to tell you guys about it.
I watched a movie once.
I watched a movie here during the day once.
I watched a movie once.
That was something somebody told me in a movie theater. They turned around, looked at me in the face, and said, "I saw a movie here during the day once," and nodded, and then walked. And I'm like,
"Oh, okay. Biggie, did we talk about how we saw the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare on a live show?"
Oh, we haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, we have. That's what I thought.
Oof.
Nick, have you seen it?
What a mid movie.
No.
What was it?
Okay.
Tyler liked it a lot. Bluey liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot. I gave it 4 stars.
Wait, out of 5 or 10?
Well, we
11. No, that's out of 5.
Letterboxd is out of 5 stars, right? But I prefer the
Right.
10 rating because it gives you more nuance. And with the 5-star, you know why they do 5 stars is because you can never give a 50% on anything. Because 3.5.
You can rate half.
You could. That's true, but I guess Rotten
basically
Tomatoes.
a 10-point
No.
scale
Rotten
anyway,
Tomatoes
because you
doesn't
can.
do half. Rotten Tomatoes doesn't do half. So,
Okay, well, you can it's basically a 10-point scale because you have 2 halves of every star.
Whatever.
So
anyway, my point is, I prefer we do the 10-point system thingy.
Okay, well, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm giving it an 8.6 out of 10.
8.6. What is this? Not sexy bacon. What is this?
What? This is sexy bacon. Okay.
What does a 0.6 mean? What does a 0.6?
Because that is what the movie had. Sexy bacon.
That extra fluff.
Slightly better than the average 8.5 score. What is this?
Well, I was doing it because I feel like that's on par of like what I wanted to give it out of 5. Because if I give it just a straight 8, that just doubles what I gave in Letterboxd, and it doesn't allow me to have any minuscule extra giving to it, because like I can't give it like a 4.2 or a 4.3, but I can give it an 8.6, and I did.
It's weird, you know.
I didn't even hear what movie you said.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It is a Guy Ritchie film, and it's got
with Henry Cavill.
I thought it was a mid movie, but like mid doesn't mean bad usually. It's like it's just middle of the road. This was a bad mid though, I thought.
So you'd give it a 2 out of 5.
I did not enjoy it that much, to be honest, but it was just fine. Like it was maybe a 4.5 out of 10 for me.
I thought it was fun and enjoyable.
That's fine. You can have your sexy bacon. It just wasn't mine. You know,
I loved it. It didn't take itself seriously, and that's why I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, look, okay, but it was almost to the point where it's like this feels lazy how much it's not taking itself seriously, because every time somebody shot somebody, it wasn't like a cool gunfight. It was just like they would snipe each other, or they would use their silencers, and it was just like, oh my gosh, can we like move a little faster here, or like do some cool stuff? You know, it just like, I don't know. It just seemed so like everybody was tired or something. I don't know. It was
so
weird.
Not enough sexy bacon for you is what you're saying.
There was no sexy bacon for me.
Maybe it was charred
bacon. Henry Cavill, because he's sexy. You know what I'm saying?
He is the sexy bacon. No,
and
I
Alan Rich. I would say Alan Rich too, but screw him. So
I loved Henry Cavill's character.
He was definitely the best.
It was like the oozing of confidence, and then like the way that he fought, like still oozed confidence, and like that's what I mean. Like it was so ridiculous that it just didn't take itself seriously. Like dude walks into a bunker full of Germans and is just nonchalantly strolling through them, you know,
with
his. Well, that was But I mean Henry Cavill's character. Just I don't know. I like get the goofy band of people together who are misfits in the normal world, and it was almost like Suicide Squad vibes.
Okay, you lost me there then. I hate Suicide Squad.
I know you hate it, but that's what it felt like, and I thought it was a better version of it because it had some true story basis.
Yeah, I just feel like everybody's trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy, and it just like it's kind of getting annoying. So
fair enough, but I liked it. So
I didn't have much to say, to be honest, about it. It was just kind of like, eh.
Some people like their bacon cooked well, and some people like floppy bacon. So
this was burnt bacon for me, at least.
I like chewy bacon.
I like chewy bacon too, but I also like a little bit of crispiness to it, you know?
A little bit, yeah.
Not too much.
It's not like droop down on your finger. It's just like a gentle
bend. Gentle bend, exactly. But it's got to drip too. It's got to be a lot of drippiness to it.
The floppy fat with some of the crispy pieces like in it.
Right. See?
Exactly.
See,
Don't burn the
bacon.
When you burn the fat, it's bad. It's real bad.
Talking bacon live.
Talking bacon. Talking bacon. 100 episodes.
We talk real bacon. We talk sexy bacon. We talk crispy bacon.
We talk
bacon.
Kevin Bacon is our number one favorite actor.
Oh man.
I bet we couldn't get Kevin Bacon to subscribe to this channel.
I bet you I could. I bet you I could DM him and be like, "Yo, we talk about bacon."
I think he's a little based, honestly. He might be a little based, so who knows? Then again, we only have 20 subscribers, so probably not. But yeah. Yes, sir.
Did we watch another movie?
Well, it's only been 3 weeks, so I think that was. I mean, I have not been going to the movie theater as much as I've wanted to.
Right, I've been moving, so I haven't been able to. But
like a loser, like
hey,
a leper.
I'm closer to you now. Don't even.
That's just yeah. It's just shit talk. It doesn't mean anything.
It does. It hurt me.
That was burnt bacon. That was not sexy bacon. Well, anyways, bacon talk.
That's like that's when the bacon grease is popping out the pan and like gets you in the hand. Ow! That's bacon grease.
On that. Yeah.
So he's an angry pig.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the only movie I've watched in theaters lately. Those two. And I really like
have to be in theaters. Did we watch something else? Like
you're out of focus.
That's why you know.
That's why you shouldn't be standing up. He's in the bacon grease, people. He's burning up.
In the bacon grease.
You are the block of grease that sits in a cup for a week after you've had.
Oh, that's so true.
That stuff starts to smell bad if you don't get rid of it.
It's flammable too.
Yeah,
that can blow up.
You can make a candle out of it. Oh,
you could. Anyways, Fast Furious. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about with the Fast?
I love it, and I want to rewatch them. So maybe I'll try to catch up to you. When do you watch them?
Every once in a while. Usually on a weekend.
On the toilet.
Okay.
No. On a Sunday night, right?
When he's going too fast, too fierce. I thought you were watching with Gracie.
No, I haven't. If it's like a Saturday night and I'm like doing my own thing, I'll watch Fast and Furious.
When you're sitting on the toilet dropping a Fast 10 real quick.
About to drop a Fast X. I'll be right back.
Hey, listen, it could be a Furious 8.
I was going to say the Furious 8. The fate of the Furious.
Yeah, no, Furious 7 with a fate of.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, all right. Well, we're just gonna get right into some news, since the Flash has still not made his way back. The evolution of beard growth is back.
That's true.
I just trimmed my beard last night.
No, but you have peak. You've got peak like full beard. He's got great coverage beard, and I've got whatever this is.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Getting
that is the full evolution of beard. So it goes 1, 2, 3.
Kind of looks like, gives me like Three Musketeer vibes.
I think the Flash is a bigger one too.
Does he? Well, we'll have to find out if he ever gets to figure out the time loop and how to come back.
But you know what? He doesn't own a camera, I'm pretty sure, because he never shows his face. So,
well, you just can't see him in the camera because the shutter speed is too slow to catch him.
Oh, shit.
He's freaking John Cena. You can never see him.
There's levels to this, man.
There's levels.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to start off by just saying R.I.P. to my favorite character in Lord of the Rings. Also, I gotta move this to this side. It was out in the way. My favorite character in Lord of the Rings, which is King Theoden. I think he's got the best redemption story, just the overall best character arc. He's got the greatest speeches, hands down. And just, a very vulnerable, emotional character that is, that's why I think I really liked King Viserys in House of the Dragon, because he reminded me of King Theoden a lot. Not as strong as King Theoden, but still. But yeah, like he thinks that he doesn't deserve to be king, and yet he's like more capable than anybody to be the king. So he's pretty dope. And Bernard Hill, great actor. I've only ever seen him in this and in Titanic. But great character in Titanic too. Honestly, probably the best character, because he, the honorable captain that goes down with his ship. Great actor. 79. He lived longer than a lot of people in Hollywood, I feel like. So, that's great, but sucks.
Yeah.
Do we hear the cause of death?
Probably get banned from YouTube if we talked about the cause of death.
Oh, yeah.
No, I have no idea, actually.
Right.
Who knows? Right. So yeah, actor who played
allegedly.
He won 11 Academy Awards throughout his acting career. Obviously, a lot of those were from Return of the King, but yep, awesome guy. So now, also speaking of Lord of the Rings, we have this abomination.
He just had heart failure.
Oh, it's heart failure. Hey, that could be any type of thing that you put in your body,
And you know what? We just left it at that. He had congestive heart failure.
Yep. So Warner Bros. Is wanting to release a new, which the timing on this is hilarious, by the way, because we just got probably the worst game of all time last year, called, literally, this is the title of the game, The Lord of Ring Gollum. That is the official title of the game.
Oh, man.
No joke. The Lord of Ring Gollum. So now, which is the exact same story as The Hunt for Gollum, which is going to be, I know this says one movie. I don't know if it talks about it later in this article, but there's going to be 2 movies for this. Of
course.
Which is basically a paragraph in The Lord of the Rings. So we get 2 movies for a paragraph worth of lore. So, yeah. A lot of people are, some people are excited. Peter Jackson's back. Whoa, hey! But he also made the Hobbit movies.
Which, when you compare them to other things,
well, yeah, that's true.
Pulling a Star Wars.
Andy Serkis, he's great. Well, he's not a great director, but he's a good actor. But he's the one directing. He's got a great voice. I'm listening to him on the Lord of the Rings audiobooks. He's awesome. And he's obviously Gollum, but he's not the best director. I'm pretty sure. Did he direct Black Panther 2? The second Black Panther?
I didn't think he directed that.
He directed King Kong.
He's not black.
I was going to say King Kong.
That movie.
Yeah, true.
He directed King Kong, which I actually really enjoy. A lot of people think it's a dumb movie.
Venom.
Venom. There you go.
Let There Be Carnage.
He directed Venom. Let There Be Carnage. That should tell you everything you need to know about his directing skills. So yeah, in 2026, so it's gonna be here before we know it. Warner Bros. Will release the first of a new batch. There you go, live action Lord of the Rings films in 2026, which will focus on Andy Serkis's Gollum. Original Lord of the Rings trilogy filmmaker Peter Jackson and his partners Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens, which that's a good thing. That's a good thing. At least the whole team's back. So, they are producing the movie and will be involved every step of the way. Warner Bros. I love how they have to say that. They're going to be every step of the way. I promise. Like,
don't worry, you're not going to ruin it. You're wrong.
The project is currently in the early stages of script development. and explore storylines yet to be told that really don't need to be told. They were told to us actually in the first Lord of the Rings film. If you want to hear it, you can. And Gandalf summarizes it pretty quick for you. There's not much to it, to be honest. And
he kills his buddy.
These are all going to be different. They're all going to be recasted too, by the way. So it's not like we're getting. It's not like we're getting, Viggo Mortensen back as Aragorn, or Sir Ian McClellan. Oh my gosh, McClellan.
Yep.
Yeah, I
or Bernard
I always
Hill.
struggle with that. Yeah. Well, okay. Too soon. Too soon.
Sorry.
Too soon.
Wait.
So yeah.
Who's Saruman? That actor also died.
Yep. One of the greatest.
Yeah.
The greatest. He's honestly one of the goats. He is one of the goats for actors. Sir
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Sir Christopher Lee. Yep. He met Tolkien. He's the only one to have actually met Tolkien. He shook his hand and he played chess with him, I think. So yeah, he fought in World War II, I think. Yeah, great guy, fantastic actor. Rest in peace. In a press release from Warner Bros. Later, ladies and gentlemen,
I've arrived. I'm sorry. You guys will understand when you have kids, but it's like they can smell when you have something to do, and
they can smell
and drag it out for as long as possible.
Oh, I bet.
The big T.
Big T. But it's Big T. Woo! Welcome to T.
Mr. T.
So we were just talking about, first of all, I don't know if you probably heard, I guess we talked about this already, but Bernard Hill passed away.
Yes. I sent it to you guys when he passed away.
Probably true. Yeah. But we're talking about the Lord of the Rings Gollum, Hunt for Gollum film. It's coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm torn.
Yeah.
It is Peter Jackson.
Doesn't matter. Like we just said earlier, he made the Hobbit
doesn't
film.
matter.
And Andy Serkis is the director, and he has not had a good run so far in terms of not good track. So
okay, fair.
So the studio revealed that the working title is Lord of the Rings. At least they got that right. Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum, and it will be directed by and star Serkis in his iconic titular role. The film will be executive.
That's some sexy.
Are you laughing?
That's the
The film will be executive produced by Ken Kamins and Serkis and the Imaginarium's Jonathan. Okay, blah blah blah. They first announced this back in February of 2023 that the newly installed studios, which by the way, this was before the game came out. Newly installed studio leaders Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi have broken a deal to make multiple films, which we did talk about, I think, last year. Based on the books, the projects will be developed through WB label New Line Cinema. Free Mode, a division of Embracer Group, made the adaptive rights deal for books, including The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, under a venture named Middle-earth Enterprises. Oops. Okay. Separate animated Middle-earth movie, The Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim, which, by the way, I've heard is actually going to be woke, is due on December 13th via Warner Bros. That movie is set 200 years before the events of The Hobbit. Of course, they have to rewrite the history, right? Every time. For over 2 decades, moviegoers have embraced the Lord of the Rings film trilogy because of the undeniable devotion Peter, Fran, and Philip have shown towards protecting the legacy of Tolkien's works. They're just trying to get us in with that sexy bacon right now, you know? They're trying to get us. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. And to ensure audiences could experience the incredible world he created in a way that honors his literary version, we are honored they have agreed to be our partners on those next 2 films. With Andy coming aboard to direct, we continue to we continue an important commitment to excellence that is a true hallmark of how we all want to venture ahead and further contribute to the. I love how they don't bring up Rings of Power at all.
Just forget that happened.
Yeah. Which we
Until
will be talking
season
about a little
2.
later. Yes. In fact, I'm pretty sure they did say they were asked about it, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't watch that because we didn't want it to hinder our, our creative process or something." It's like, okay, that's just a good way of saying watching that.
It sucks the creativity out of people.
Yeah, a little bit. It is an honor and a privilege to travel back to Middle Earth with our good friend and collaborator, Andrew Serkis, who has unfinished business with that stinker column.
Andrew Serkis.
Andrew Serkis, sorry. I mean, what do you mean? Like, we got the whole backstory. We know everything we need to know about Gollum.
Fitting end.
I guess it's related to like a paragraph
Literally
in one of the books.
One paragraph, yeah.
Yep,
where Gandalf tells him what his whole story was, how he got caught by Mordor, then Aragorn chasing him down, torturing him at one point.
Oh, of course. So we're now going to tear down a hero, right?
No, that's one of our books, Zach.
Oh, okay. All right.
Tortures him. He's Gollum. What do you mean? We can torture Gollum. It's okay. Right. So that's from the book, and then I think eventually Gandalf has a conversation with him. I should know because I literally just read it, but whatever. Okay. Yes, yes, precious. The time has come once more to venture into the unknown with my dear friends, the extraordinary and incomparable guardians of Middle Earth, Peter, Fran, and Philippa. With Mike and Pam and the Warner Bros. Team on the quest, alongside Weta, which is good. Yeah, all right. And our filmmaking family in New Zealand, it's just all too delicious. Yeah.
Peter Francis Geraci.
Peter Francis Geraci.
Yeah. Remember those old commercials?
Yeah, all too well. The jewelry exchange in Villa Park. Yeah. So,
side note, that one Svengoolie was apparently at C2E2. Did you know that?
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. You're about to blow my mind. Because we saw Svengoolie. Did we see Svengoolie?
I think you saw Svengoolie.
Probably saw.
Oh my God. He was a foot away from me. I could have touched Svengoolie.
Oh, you thought he was an actor?
I thought it was a cosplayer. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's a Svengoolie cosplay. I'm like,
yeah, I think you said that while he walked by. You're like, hey, it's Svengoolie cosplay.
Hey, cool costume.
We saw Svengoolie. Man, local celebrity. Berwyn. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Did he have a chicken with him?
Like, just made him night.
That's the funny thing. I'd rather meet him than most actors in Hollywood. Like, that's so cool. We were that close. Yeah. Darn. Could have shook his hand.
Yeah. Did we talk about C2E2?
We have not talked about C2E2. No.
It's been so long.
Dude, it's been a long time since we've been on. So
oh my.
We got yeah. So let's get through some of these articles quick.
Who's been messing up everything?
It's been Agatha all along.
Oh, jeez.
Why'd you have to do that?
So,
bro, blasted my ears.
Sorry. Not sorry. Yeah, so we talked about this a lot. I think everybody's been like, why are they freaking changing the title all the time? It was just marketing. And it wasn't very creative marketing.
Right. Was it really?
Well, they created this. I'll unmute it. They created this little thingy. So that was the original title. Then it was House of Harkness, Coven of Chaos. The worst title of all of them, The Lying Witch in the Great Wardrobe. What the heck were you thinking? And it was just Agatha all along. Okay.
And then it went to probably the worst title of all of them.
I thought this was canceled, to be honest. I thought we were rid of this. It's on Disney Plus, September 18th. Oh, joy.
It was never going to happen all along.
I love how Bob Iger's like, we're trying to go back to quality over quantity. So we're going to have 2 movies and 3 shows every year. Oh, so you're going to do the
So
same
we're going to
thing
have quantity. We're going to have quantities of titles and not quality.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good math, Bob. Yeah. So there you have it. Agatha all along. Who's excited for the 2-episode premiere?
Me, I am, said nobody.
Yeah. Who's been
Did
messing
anyone
up everything? It was Disney all along.
Did anyone here actually watch X-Men 97?
No, but you know
No.
what?
Nope.
I've heard it's fantastic.
Really?
Yes. It's the highest rated Marvel was it Marvel animated show on Rotten Tomatoes, I think.
Okay.
Everybody's been raving it. It was like it went under the radar because everybody just assumed it would be awful.
Yeah.
And it's actually really good.
Okay. I might have to give it a shot.
I'm definitely I still have to watch the original series. But I'm definitely gonna watch it afterwards.
I don't know if y'all did like this was my week thing, but I finished Ready Player One, the movie, like
You've
a
never
couple
seen
nights ago. I saw it in the theaters when it first came out. I forgot how trash that movie is. I'm sorry. That maybe is a bomb to kind of drop in the middle of talking about Agatha, but that movie is garbage.
I actually kind of agree with you.
The movie is awful.
I don't think it's that awful. I mean, it's not the greatest cinema out there, but
have you read the book?
No.
Then you then you understand. It is nothing like the book.
It doesn't mean that it couldn't have been an entertaining movie.
The acting was so bad.
It doesn't really matter though if you've read the book or not. The fact that they have to wave all the member berries in your face the entire time, that's the whole movie practically, you know.
But the book's kind of like that too.
Yeah, but this was like this, but there's no plot really. And there's a plot, but it's a very simple thing. It's mostly just shoving that in your face. And you're right, the acting is pretty awful.
Yeah.
Cool opening sequence, you know, and
yeah,
fun to watch it. Fun to watch it, you know, like you get to see a lot of cool characters, but that's all it is. It's very surface level. So
Okay, sorry. We get back to Agatha. That was just I forgot how awful that movie was.
No, but yeah, go watch X-Men 97. I've heard it's really, really good. It actually has masculine men and feminine women. It's got a great plot, great characters, great voice acting, good animation. It pays tribute to the original series very well. The only complaint I've heard is that it's kind of a twofold thing. They go through a lot of stories from the 90s in the comics, which is great, and they actually nail it, but they go through them too quickly. But part of that is probably because they didn't think they would have a second season, so they wanted to get through as many good stories as they could. So that's one complaint I've heard, but yeah, it's a surprise to everybody, I guess. But a surprise to be sure. Oh, hey, Bluey, you want to show something that I want to make you go full screen?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna hide my
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
But
My
boys,
new mood lighting.
yeah, man.
Dude, when'd you get your Jedi license?
On my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah. So
This
that's
thing is
pretty legit.
sick.
Is it custom or is it Obi-Wan?
Moving this thing around. That is a custom one. So it was a mystery box basically, and yeah, you just get whatever they give you.
Nice.
It's pretty like generic,
Nice.
but it's nice. It feels nice in your hands. It's pretty heavy, and the lighting is pretty dope. So
Yeah, it's a lightsaber. Come on.
Nice.
Freaking
Is that
so.
plastic or what is the blade?
Like a hard plastic, yeah.
A hard plastic.
It is, but we did get the dueling blade, so it's like more sturdy. Like you can actually fight people with it.
Right.
Except it probably has the little disclaimer, like not used for hitting others or other objects.
Like the Hulk hands.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like, what do you think people were?
Yeah, what do you think I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna beat the crap out of my siblings.
So it's definitely a lot better than my Disney
Oh
one.
gosh, don't even get me started on Ubisoft.
Yeah. Sorry. I had to keep moving this freaking little icon around. You know, hopefully eventually we get it nailed down, but I'm not going to go through this whole article, but you might have heard about the new Assassin's Creed game called Assassin's Creed Shadows, where they've casted the main character, and this is what do you call it? Feudal Japan. The main character is a black samurai, and okay. There was a black guy in feudal Japan who was a servant of a samurai, but never actually was a samurai himself. And everybody in Japan is really pissed off about this.
And to add on to that story, the one time he was in a battle and he picked up a sword, he pissed himself. He was so scared and immediately surrendered.
Also, he has dreads too, apparently. Really nice dreads in feudal Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I will not be playing this game. That's for sure. And you want to know who the head writer, the writer for it is? I don't even know if they have a picture of her on here. It's a overweight white chick.
Nice.
Oh,
that's
yeah. I've seen that
writer
picture,
for a Japanese a game that's trying to be like Ghost of Tsushima, you know, essentially. Traditional Japanese, and it's a fat white girl. So nice. Good job, Ubisoft. Continue what you do.
I'm so disappointed.
But yeah, like everything, the ratio on these YouTube trailers is amazing. So, if you haven't already, go to your browser, your favorite browser, and add the extension, return the YouTube dislike button, so that you can actually see what they're trying to hide. Which we will get to here in a bit when we watch the trailers for a couple shows that are coming out. You might have heard of them. But first, this is a funny article that came out. This might be the least self-aware article I've seen from Hollywood in a while. Why are movies with big stars struggling to score U.S. distribution deals? I wonder. It could be social media. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we just like heard too much, Maybe it's like Don't Meet Your Heroes, but we've met them all very intimately. Yeah, I wonder why. So this article kind of goes into it. I'll post it in the Discord. It mostly talks about Cillian Murphy, and he is, a big star. He got he got a few Oscars last year. He's like the big guy in Hollywood right now. And he released an indie movie, and it's not doing well. And people are like, why is it not doing well? Everyone likes Cillian Murphy. It's like, well, maybe because Oppenheimer was just a good movie. Maybe that's why it got so popular, Not necessarily the person. We don't really care about the actors anymore because they've
That
revealed
is
their
a shift, though. I will give them that. That is a shift. It used to be
Of course,
people would go see the Clint Eastwood movie, right? They didn't care what it was.
Right.
100%.
Um,
100%. Yeah, and you know,
the stars don't have as much star power anymore, I guess.
the star power is gone. Even directors are kind of losing that as well. You know, you'd always want to go see a Nolan movie or Tarantino or whatever. Personally, Guy Ritchie didn't hold up last time. Whatever.
Yeah, I like Guy Ritchie. His films are fun. They're fun popcorn films.
But his last one I did not like. Tyler really liked it, but
Which one was that?
the
Ministry of
Ungentlemanly
Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, yeah, I heard mixed reviews on that one.
A guy who you should go see. I talked about Fall Guy already. Great movie, but that director is Matt Litch, something like that. He directed John Wick. He directed Bullet Train, which I think is an underrated movie.
Oh,
I
Bullet
really-
Train's
I was-
fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic.
It has
And-
Bad Bunny in it.
there's a few other ones too that are pretty good. So, yeah, I'd say he kind of flew under the radar. Maybe he hasn't. I don't know. I've never really heard of him before. I just didn't connect that he directed all these movies. But you should go see Fall Guy. It was really good, and I'll definitely be following this guy going forward. But yeah. So yeah, I'll post that in the Discord. But yeah, I think it's just really comes down to star powers is gone because they've revealed their cards too much. And we know exactly who they are. So it is
Zack
that
Snyder.
time. Yeah, Zack Snyder. Well, he kind of did that to himself. Not even through things he said. It's just
You have done that yourself.
the things he's made, you know. So, it is that time where we get to talk about the rebel moons. The two
Oh
of them.
gosh.
So we have some videos that are going to be posted. You'll notice that I'm basically making all our streams into videos, so you can go check those out on our channel here. But there will be some videos coming out very soon of our kind of reactions as we watch part 1 and part 2. But here's our review. So let's get into it. Initial. Bluey is all caught up. He's watched both.
Oh, I feel bad for you that you had to watch it by yourself. It was at least
I didn't
fun
though
to-
because I got to text Biggie all about it.
Oh, he told me
gosh.
all his feelings about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
Really
seems like I was
The
pretty much
grain.
on par with everybody else.
The grain.
Not the grain.
Do it. Kill her.
Kill it. Kill her.
Oh my gosh.
I was just saying, Bluey, like, I really want to always, in every movie now going forward, I want an orchestra with bags on their head that play. They set the mood of the scene, and nobody notices that they're there, but they're there. And it'll be like like a giant, like a wasteland. It'll be a one character, and then you just see off to the left, just this one of these violinists playing.
Dude,
You know,
Doom
main-
Part 3, they're riding the worms.
That was probably one of the cringiest movie scenes I've seen, maybe ever.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, let's start from the beginning, right? Rebel Moon Part 1. I still think it's Rebel Moon Part 2 is worse than Rebel Moon 1. The characters, I mean, right? They're like great characters.
What about him?
Great
I don't know anything about him.
Great
We got to
actors,
know him
you
so
just-
well.
Yeah. I'm just pissed they wasted the Viking dude on a
The
one-off
Viking?
character.
What, the black
The
guy
du-
or who?
No, the dude from Vikings. The
What?
blonde-haired guy from the first movie.
Oh,
That actor.
yeah.
crappy Irish accent guy.
Yes, crappy Irish accent guy.
Yeah.
Raleigh from Pacific Rim.
He wasn't in Vikings,
Oh,
was
yeah.
he?
I
He was
thought he
in-
was.
He was in Sons of Anarchy. and
Yeah, he was in Pacific Rim.
Yeah, he's the main character of Vikings, I'm pretty sure.
no, he's not. I'll look it up
You're
right
not the
now.
main character.
Wow, is every white guy with blonde hair look the same to you, Zach?
Yeah, I don't see race. I'm just an idiot. I'm an all-around idiot.
No,
What is he from besides Sons of Anarchy then?
shoot. It's what's this actor?
And I guess Pacific Rim.
I was
You're
gonna
right.
say Pacific Rim.
He's in that one King Arthur movie.
Oh, that's where I know him from. Yes. Okay, I like him. I'm pissed they wasted his character. Well, the actor.
Shoot. Vikings TV series main character. It is wow. This is like it's not coming up with a cast list at all. It's definitely not him though.
Yeah,
It's some
no,
other-
I was thinking of King Arthur.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Guy Ritchie film.
Yeah. It is kind of funny though. It's like this guy from the very beginning, you could guess that he's going to betray them because he's all too eager to join their group. With he doesn't need anything at all. He's like, no, I'm good. Yeah, let's go. I don't even need money.
And she's just like, okay, yeah,
sure.
I totally trust you.
We got to have that cantina bar scene too. Obviously every sci-fi needs it. And but this time we're gonna make it gay
and have a weird tentacle thing.
And have the weird tentacle thing. That was there's a lot of kinky stuff. I'm like, Zach, what are you doing? Do you into this weird stuff? What do you but we're gonna get more kinkiness in the extended the Snyder cut of that. It's gonna be even better. Yeah. Wow, you guys are speechless. You have nothing to say?
I've kind of just forgotten about it. It's just kind of.
I just watched it and I forgot what I watched.
No, I guess the first one was it was stupid. Like obviously there were a lot of dumb things that happened. The freaking the rebellion, the leader who jumps, he's like and then the guy just moves to the side. It kills him.
It's like,
the infamous screaming girl, which is for this stream. Yes,
who is so irrelevant, and then all of a sudden she's a main character in the second movie.
Yes. Well, that was a lot of them. It was like,
that was the whole supporting cast.
That was like everybody, even Cora. Honestly, we're like, all right. We're gonna, you'll find out more about them in the second movie. The second movie comes, we're like, oh, you know all about these characters now, right? Great. Okay, let's keep going with this. No, wait, you said we would. What? Sorry.
Halfway through, they're like, wait a second, you don't know. Let's all stop and tell each other about it.
Let's have dinner and let us explore the stories of our past for the audience who's looking at our dinner. Obviously it was like they were halfway through production of the second movie and they're like, hey, actually they got a point. They don't know who these people are. Quick, throw them in a table, have them eat dinner.
Something ain't right.
Or they filmed it all and then said, wait, should we put this at the beginning of the movie or in the middle of the movie? I think the middle makes sense.
Beginning of the movie, yeah.
Like, I think we should have put that in the first one, maybe.
I just love how they think that they know each other so well too. At that point, they're like, "I noticed that you're no longer an alcoholic, but you're pretending to be an alcoholic. How dare you not tell us?" Okay,
you like water? Funny guy.
Yeah, you have water. He like slams it down. He's like, "What is this garbage?"
He goes, "It is water.
It is water."
All right.
Yes, you got me.
Save your water. Don't waste it.
And, well, it's just kind of funny. Like we get their little origin stories, and they tell us what we're supposed to know about their characters, and yet pretty much everybody except for Nemesis, I would say, even her, she didn't say a freaking word the entire saga. We didn't know we were told what they were, what their character journey would be, and where we found them in the first movie did not line up to where they were supposed to be. For instance, Titus said he was gonna avenge all of my family and everything. He's drunk and in a Coliseum gladiator world, in the dust and the dirt, doing absolutely nothing with his life. Okay, all right. How did you get there then? What was the point of telling us after the fact that he was supposed to go on this big journey of revenge? Okay.
Don't worry, there's a prequel movie for that.
Right.
My bad. It'll just be the first hour of the Snyder Cut version. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll make the Snyder Cut.
Yeah. Yeah. So wacky origin stories, but that's probably honestly the least of the problems of these movies. The main thing is everything with the plot, especially the second movie, where the whole point of getting the grain in the first place was so they could go on their long journey to get the rebels, the rebellions, the rebellions, the rebels. Dang it. You get the rebels, right? Who showed up on that random planet, and then that planet got destroyed, and it was sad because why? I don't know. It was just sad. The king died. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
In the first movie? Yeah.
Yep.
I guess that was sad. We didn't know anything about that world, but hey,
Right.
whatever. We went through worlds like Pokemon, we were like catching them all. We were catching all the worlds. But first of all, you would think that an empire this big that's been around for that long probably would have like different planets that they normally get
grain from.
Well, any of their supplies, right? They probably have a grain planet that they go to. They know a guy, They're the empire.
They know a guy.
And like you would think that you also wouldn't want to destroy all your suppliers, right? You would actually want to have like a good relationship with them because you rely on them. And you want them to like you because you're the vampire, right? So
The vampire.
Will you stop talking about I'm saying it? Listen,
I know where you're going with. I think I know what you're I'm gonna like continue on with this idea of like my biggest problem, especially with the second one, is they made it's like way out of sync. Okay, this is like apparently like the biggest deal in the universe right now, but it's literally one single planet,
moon,
and it's like
not even a planet.
Yeah, one single moon.
That's
right?
no moon.
And it's like,
and it's one
like,
one field too, practically, that they spend 5 years on in that second movie.
Yeah, but it's like the whole movie is like this is like this big, like this huge event that's like going to destroy the mother world. Is that what it's called? The mother world?
Yes, it's the mother world because we can't have the patriarchy.
Well, it's because we're too much like Nazis, so we're not going to do father world.
Right.
Fatherland.
Fatherland, whatever.
So the mother world, right, is like the empire. So basically, this sole event on this moon is like overthrowing the mother world in the eyes of Korra, I think.
Korra, yeah. It took me like a long time to figure out her name.
It's like, wait, who's that?
Oh, it's also Athenaeus, right?
It's Frodo. I think I look at
that. So it's like it's so out of sync because it's like this is not a big event in the scheme of the galaxy, but they portrayed it as if it's the overthrowing of the mother world. We haven't even seen Balazar in right. We haven't even seen Balazar in like the actual real time.
The only time we've seen him was he ran up to a random little girl with a gun pointed at him and put it to his head, and he's like, "Shoot me!"
And we saw him kill the king and queen.
Yeah. And shoot her,
kill her.
Kill her. I already
kill her. Yeah, that's when we
it.
first saw.
Do
That's when we
it.
first saw
Go
the
ahead.
Sackhead Orchestra. You know,
Right, the sack.
Sex. That's
That
it.
I was
The Sackheads.
watching.
That's
I was
that's
watching
their band name.
the Sackheads. I was watching, and they were not playing correctly. Like one violinist is over here like this.
Oh no.
Do you know how to play violin, Bluey?
No, but I know that when you're going like this, and the song is,
Oh, yeah.
and it's really slow. Like this is not how you play
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, probably not.
That's
He's
not
adding,
it. I'm sorry.
I was
adding
more.
in a
No,
little
I was
sexy
just
bacon
curious.
in there.
I didn't know if you
Speaking
had
of
a
this-
hidden talent for violin.
Was that literally a violin that you just held?
No.
Oh, okay. Speaking of the sackcloths, though, those were definitely prisoner sackcloths that they showed later in the movie. So it's like,
Yes.
okay, these are prisoner musicians now,
Mhm.
and they're in on it somehow. They're in on the whole thing.
Play like your life depends on it.
We'll
can't
shave
be-
5 years. We'll shave
just wanna
5 years
say-
off your sentence if you play a killer beat with them.
They can't
Like-
see anything going on, and yet they know how the mood is changing, based on not even what people are saying, but how people are like emoting. They know how to move a little quicker or whatever, change the pace. It's crazy.
I just
With
wanna
no
say,
director either to keep the
No,
beat.
no,
Yeah.
do it,
The-
kill her, play harder.
Meanwhile, everybody's dying around them.
Oh,
They have
and
no idea who won or lost that battle. They're
as-
they're just playing.
That's
We
true.
wear these cloths so we don't see us crying.
It's like the people in One Piece that are have to clap and they're crying. and the
Oh
whole-
yeah.
As the Flash pointed out too, that was definitely a Caesar moment there that they were
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
portray, and that's
Mhm.
really all of this. Both of these movies are just him trying to pick from other movies and
Right.
in some weird way. So
Well, it's like the classic Western protect the village trope. The whole movie.
Mhm. That's a
Seven
good one too.
Seven Samurai. It's Seven Samurai. That's the whole
It's-
movie. So
Yeah.
It's like it's not even like if I'm gonna watch this, I'm gonna go watch The Magnificent Seven because that's a way better movie. So
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and look, you can do that, right? Like that episode, I know. Well, no, it's Mandalorian season 2. That Mandalorian season 2 episode where with Ahsoka and the village, that was the samurai trope done well.
But that wasn't the same one. There was an episode in season 1 actually of Mandalorian where he helps a little village basically defend themselves against
they take down ATST.
No, I
That's not-
remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the worst episode of the season 1. So
Yeah.
he's like, I can't take my mask off, takes it off in front of a window in front of everyone.
Mhm. Yeah.
No, but speaking of names, before we get back to what we were talking about, I just loved the beginning of the second film where they're like trying to do a recap of the first one. And they're like, Anthony Hopkins, everybody's calling Anthony Robotkins. Anthony Robotkins is literally telling them all these characters and what they've done. And if you've never seen the first movie, even if you have, then you, like us, don't remember who everybody is because you don't even know that. He's like, this person went with this person to this world, and they did this with this person, and on the whatever of this world, no Admiral Noble fought the Scargiver, and you're like, oh, all right.
Oh, there's the movie name.
Oh, name drop.
Mhm. Yeah,
But-
we should have done a drinking challenge every time they said "Scar Giver, take a shot."
True.
Would have been wasted by the end of that movie.
Don't worry, I was
think there's
drinking during
much
that
better.
movie.
I think there was much better ways to get wasted a lot quicker in that movie.
So that was hilarious. We were laughing about that. But anyways, so what I was saying was, yeah, the whole point, again, it makes no sense why they're relying on this little moon. But even beyond that,
That's no moon.
they don't need the grain anymore.
Right.
Then they knew that going in too, or at least Admiral Noble did. So he could have told all his guys, be like, all right, nobody go down there. We have the advantage of being on this giant dreadnought in the sky. They're a little village. They can't do anything to us. We can just be like, get on the megaphone. Send up Cora, or we'll destroy everything because we don't care about the grain anymore. And they'd be like, oh, shoot. Was our one advantage. We were going to cover all our village with grain so they wouldn't kill us.
That was our shield.
Yeah.
Instead,
we had
he goes,
that was the best
he goes, they brought the grain in. They made cover.
part.
Titus. Yep.
Titus.
He's still there. He
Right.
drink his wits away.
Classic
Scoundrel
Titus.
All over it. It literally says Titus with the use of grain. Who did this? Who?
And it's like some random building, and they go, yes,
like,
women and children.
he runs away.
Some random building, they go, yes, women and children. Go get
know
them.
You know who Anthony Hopkins, the robot, reminded me of? Was the robot from the Transformers movie. The Transformer robot.
Anthony Hopkins is the master of the
Yes.
robot,
Yes.
which is ironic. No, yeah, that's true. But we'll get to him in a minute. But I just love that they have scanning technology and they couldn't see that a foot below the surface, not even like right under the surface, they have trenches.
Right.
That they built in a day
with explosives and rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, pathetic.
And also their bullet logic made no sense. Like sometimes a wood table stops the bullets and sometimes it doesn't.
Like in the bar scene in the first one, she like ran behind that table and it just like bounced off the wood.
Yeah, and sometimes some of the bullets like splattered in a goop and sometimes they ricocheted.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like even regular. It doesn't matter what type of projectile; it's going to go through wood, no matter what it is.
Pretty
It
much.
doesn't matter if it's a laser or if it's a real bullet projectile. Like it's going to go through wood.
Yeah.
So
a 22 might not, but yes, anything that is laser or energy based is going through wood.
100%. Yeah.
Well,
And that
melted the freaking bell that he was hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the pistol.
Yeah.
Right.
Telling me that the freaking rifle, even the what's his face? I don't even remember his name. The guy that got shot in the gut hit Cora's lover. I don't remember his name. Gunner. Yeah. Bro took a shot to the gut while everybody else is taking shots to shoulders, and he lives for like enough time to kill Noble. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the lightsabers, right? The lightsabers with
let me chop off my arm.
That you can't touch. Oh yeah, but freaking nemesis. I'm gonna chop off my arm. That's a great idea.
Then also a laser sword. Let me just wrap some pant fabric around the handle. That ought to protect me.
Right. Yeah. And the fact that she's like a high-ranking officer in the military, and she didn't know that the handle was hot on these lightsabers that are probably, it seemed like they were standard issue, you know. And freaking Nemesis, she's supposed to be this fearless swordswoman, you know, the best of the best, and she dies from a bunch of rags.
Bro, guy was struggling against the standard troops. So I was like, what is this?
I know, and the funniest part was like, okay, I kind of want to watch the rest of the scene, but you keep going away from it.
Yeah.
Can we stay on this one scene?
Yeah, they couldn't decide if they wanted these characters to be badass or not. If you build her up, she has to be able. If you want to kill her off with a threat that matches maybe how you've built her up, right? Like something,
or at least make us attached to her somehow. She was the most standoffish, like not likable character of all of them. I think.
Right. But she saw a kid, Bluey, right, and it reminded her of her own kids.
She can catch wheat really fast. That's right in front of her face.
I don't give a flip about kid.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is it obvious that Sam is a freaking princess? Is that supposed to be obvious?
Sam?
Wait,
Who's Sam?
Oh,
The one chick, literally
Oh,
from movie
the
1, she
blonde
gave
chick?
James. Yeah, she's the only blonde chick in the whole entire universe.
Yeah, I
Come
mean
on.
that was probably,
yeah,
And
okay.
literally, she had the conversation with James at the beginning when he went rogue, and he was
I
like,
just love
"Yeah,
this
it's."
James.
I'm like, he was like talking about a princess, and she's like, "Oh yeah, huh." Interesting. I'm like, okay, obviously
into a
she's the
crown
forgotten
royal.
princess.
Probably.
Wait. I must have missed it. Wouldn't Cora know who she is?
No, 'cause
No,
she
he's
killed
saying
her when
she's
she was young.
reincarnated.
She's older now.
I
so they
think
got a
he's
new
basically
actress,
saying she's been
so she doesn't
reincarnated.
anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
I would say if they do that, that is so stupid because
It would be
then,
pretty.
look, you're gonna obviously the third movie is gonna be them searching for the princess. So if we end up back at the Grain Planet by the end of the third movie, oh
Speak
gosh.
it and let it speak the
I'm just
truth.
saying,
Yeah.
I just think it's the most obvious thing that they. I thought that was obvious. I don't know. Maybe
I didn't pick
maybe
that up.
I could see that, but it also could be she reminded him of her,
Yes.
and because otherwise, like, why would she not interact with Cora more often? But why does anything happen in these movies? I don't know.
No, see,
So-
she's got to be
But-
her. No, I think what he's basically saying is she's been reincarnated in that body, but doesn't understand she's the princess yet. So they have to reawaken the princess in her.
Either that,
With her
or
light
she just doesn't recognize Cora because she had that dumbass haircut when she killed her.
Yeah.
And now she's got
She
hair.
randomly
So she's
cut her
like,
hair.
"Who are you?"
It's like,
Also, she has two names.
I thought you were a
It's
guy.
Cora.
I'm
It's
going full
Cora.
girl boss. again.
It's Cora. Cora is like her smuggler name, and Athenaeus is like her
Oh,
royal
yeah.
name. So she would know her from
I
different.
remember that name.
Cora, her
I don't
gangster
even
name.
think I'm saying it right, but it was the last thing that Nobles like
Okay.
says or whatever.
Mhm.
Athaleath. With his weird-
I'm bringing you in, Athleus.
It sounds like I was
I'm
thinking.
gonna bring you to Balazar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the Senate. I'm trying to be a senator.
Yeah.
Like bro's motives did not fit at all.
No.
Like,
No.
sorry. That
Well,
guy had.
I mean, I guess if you're trying to draw parallels to ancient Rome, maybe the senators were insanely powerful in ancient Rome.
Can we talk about James for a second?
Who,
Which one
Beta?
was he?
The freaking
Oh,
robot.
no, the
James.
robot.
Oh,
Okay,
His
I'm
name
not gonna
The
lie.
Wendigo?
So,
Jimmy.
yeah, the
the
Wendigo.
design. Okay, the design of like
Oh, very nice.
as like an art is
Yeah.
very cool of like a robot in like antlers
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
being out in the wild. Like that's a
Got
cool
a
like
little,
picture.
we got a little Children of the Foresty there, but
But I thought that was cool. Like that
Children
would
of
have
the
been
Forest.
like if there was like a spin-off that was actually good of this, I would hope it would be of like James' adventures in the forest.
I hope it's a horror movie.
Like, bro, I want to know how he got his antlers. You know what I mean? Like,
you
Yeah.
see in the darkness is like red eyes. You know?
No, Bluey, that was a comment I had is the art of the costumes I thought was really well done.
yeah. Yeah.
Like beautiful costumes. Or intimidating maybe is the right word.
Costumes, which are
I
just
think
like
that's what's
basically just Nazi costumes. You're like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing.
I think what's frustrating about this is like there are clearly some like pretty cool concepts that were just not implemented correctly.
Yeah.
You know,
Zack Snyder is very good at bringing somebody else's vision to life, not his own, apparently.
yeah,
So.
like I mean, the energy goop based weapons, like that can be a pretty cool concept if you're consistent in how they interact with.
And don't
the
forget
environment.
our spaceships that are run on diesel or coal.
Coal.
Also, oh yeah, also, was it not sus that like years ago Cora like landed on the planet and then like all of a sudden her ship is
Yes,
like filled
we
up and ready to
commented
go.
on that. Yep, we were
Okay,
like,
good.
yeah, it just sat there for
It
years.
runs. The guy
Yeah.
literally said, "Huh, it runs." Like, yeah,
I know
Why
that-
did we never try before?
yeah.
like bro, they've been coming to your village. How many times did you didn't think, let me just fight back with this ship?
Yeah.
Also, again, another
they ran
thing
out of
related
coal?
to that. Number one, no tracking beacon on that ship. Number two, when she takes it up to the dreadnought again, anything that is that advanced is going to have they literally have AI. So it's like if there is an AI system that runs their docking system, it is not going to recognize whatever ID number her shuttle had. So the minute her shuttle starts going towards the ship, they're going to be like, wait a minute, we don't recognize that ship. Blast
Shoot
it out of the
down.
sky.
It's an old cold, but it works out. It checks out.
Wait a minute, that thing's a diesel engine. We're on coal. Get it out.
That was the funniest part. It's like, okay, this is stupid. This is retarded that it's running on coal. But like, you have this giant AI like robot thingy that's in your ship that like runs everything, but he can't run the ship.
Also,
What?
wasn't it when the betrayal of the king? He was like, "Why aren't the furnaces lit? Where are the fires? Yeah, come on, guys!" And like Balazar's just like, and you're like, "What are you doing, bro?" He's like, "I'm talking to you," and he goes,
And then
"All right, okay."
Man.
Well, that and like when she plants the explosives, when she plants the explosive on the spaghetti eating face, and they're like looking around, like, "Oh, where'd she go?" 30 seconds later, wait a minute, there's bombs on this thing. They're at eye level.
Bro, eye level, right next to their head, and beeping. Bro, he's like, "You hear something?" I don't know. You
No, I don't hear anything. Do you hear something? No, I don't hear anything.
It's like NPCs that don't do anything until you punch them enough, and then they're like,
Right,
"Oh,
exactly.
I'm gonna retaliate now."
Oh man, bro.
It was so
Also,
bad.
like,
Of course.
how
Go
many like no-name villagers just all of a sudden turned into Rambo?
Mhm.
I thought that was
Discount,
interesting.
discount Hugh Jackman.
Like, he has like heroic Batman. Like, oh, we thought.
Also the one chick, the one chick with the shaved head. I know there's like multiple of them, but the one
The
like,
screaming chick. The screaming
Yeah.
chick.
like, bro, she was 5 feet away from the tank when she shot that rocket. Like,
Yes,
how's she not?
would. Yeah. Mhm.
I just
I'm
love
telling
it.
you, they very
end of the
clearly
movie.
either didn't have an armor or they didn't listen to their armor because their gun logic made absolutely no sense.
I just love her and Hippogriff Boy at the end of the first movie. Are like he's like talking to her, and he's like trying to be like this heroic line. It's just who are you? I don't.
Part
We
3,
don't-
they're like, "Oh yeah, these guys are lovers now." You didn't know that?
They've been lovers all along. It's been Agatha all along.
Like, bro, I don't know you. Like, what do you mean, bro? I
But we
like
know each other
birds.
And then that chick had time to make blankets for everybody
Yes. And
while everybody was
also
supposed to be harvesting the grain.
and
which
she
was
was
odd.
out there harvesting the grain with them.
Oh yes, but because she looked into the eyes of Soldier Boy, who was the representative for the Empire
Yeah.
for
telling
some
you.
random reason.
I'm telling you,
Can we?
she's the
I don't
princess.
really ever see
Princess
anybody
moves.
behind you. Where's the other soldier? Oh, they're off doing stuff.
Oh yeah,
They're fine.
signs off. Yeah,
Everything's
they're
fine.
clearly dead.
It's like Han Solo. It's like
Everything's fine down here. Thank you.
Yeah.
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
Yeah, bro. Noble was like,
We're gonna send their drone out. Just give us some time to lock this down.
we got some riots. We got some riots down here. We got to handle it. Like, come on, give us some time, please. How are you though? Stay
How are you?
online. You know, like.
I also love that the rebellion just shows up at the best time ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the battle's over. Yeah, it's like Han Solo coming back.
Gonna take
sorry.
credit for this one.
You missed it. Everything, dude.
Could have used
bro,
you
where
about
are you?
an hour earlier.
That's why we don't let women lead rebellions. They're late every time.
They're only good as messengers, right, Leia?
And even that she messed up.
Right. She got
Still
captured.
kidnapped.
Kidnapped.
And her planet got destroyed.
But she flew through space. And that's all that
Oh.
But she led the next one to the First Order.
Yeah. Oh gosh, don't
Nope,
give
we're not talking about
Oh,
No.
And they couldn't
the pain.
tell what's his name, Poe. They couldn't tell him what was wrong the whole time. He
Oh
was
my
like,
god, that was the dumbest part. But oh my
Mhm.
gosh, what the pink-haired chick is probably the worst character, the worst villain. She might have been the biggest villain in the whole series, honestly.
Right.
She could have gotten everybody killed. Literally, she could have said, "Yeah, we have a plan." Like, that's all he had to say.
Mhm.
Just tell her that you have a
Holda?
plan. That's all he was asking
Holda?
for. Yeah, Holda. Yeah,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yep. Terrible. We sure Zack Snyder
Yeah.
wasn't attached to those movies too?
No, that was Jar Jar.
Kathleen Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was Brienne.
Put a
Johnson.
chicken in it and make her gay.
Make her gay and lame. I said,
I mean,
put a chicken in it
yeah.
and make her
Going
gay and extra
Going
lame.
back to- Going back to Rebel Moon, I still I still have questions about main characters that I should have answered by I don't know, 30 minutes into the first movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Well, Nemesis
Like
will
what?
never know because she's gone now. She's just dead. So we're never
Yeah,
gonna know why she cut her arms off. We'll
Actually,
never know.
we will know because someone else knows her. So they all know each other. So
Right.
It's another
now
spider.
they can tell each other's stories.
James's spin-off movie should be called Robo Moon.
Robo
Yes. What about Hippogriff Boy? I mean, what happened with his character?
Bro, his mom
I don't
jumped
know.
off the ledge.
He ran into. I mean, that was the dumbest scene ever. Like the guy who literally has a slave, a royal slave, so it's very valuable, and he's like, "I'll let him go if he can get this hippogriff to fly." Like what?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like use him for every bargaining you could possibly use him for. Like, what are you talking about? That is like gold.
Yeah, but I like to gamble.
But
It'll
I'm
be all right.
die pretty quick here because I'm the bad guy, and this guy's gonna kill me. So, hey, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. His character I hated the least out of every character. I think mostly because they didn't do a lot with his character. His character just kind of existed.
Oh yeah.
I thought he looked like a Dothraki soldier.
No.
Definitely the some of that representation getting in there, you know.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the whole scene with his mom jumping off the ledge, I was like, you just whatever, dude. You're a pansy.
That was stolen from The Witcher or Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But yeah, he just sat there and stared at it.
Huh.
Yep.
Like Jack Sparrow. Starts running.
I actually thought it was a pretty good Assassin's Creed dive by her myself.
It's true.
Yep.
No. Goodness.
No, I think my favorite character. Oh, okay, not my favorite character. The one who had the smoothest transition of like understanding and then not understanding. Actually, and this might be a hot take, but it was actually Titus.
Yeah.
Personally, like I think like I just connected with him better. Like they told his story better, but like he actually had an arc. You know, like he was a drunken mess, and then he arced into not being a drunken mess and actually leading the village to victory. Like his arc is an actual arc versus everybody else's is nothing.
The only problem is it appears to be an arc. There's just a lot missing in the middle. We got to the point, you know, because first of all, he does just kind of accept, okay, I'll come with you.
Right. That's what I was going to say is his acceptance to go with them was really the weakest part of his arc.
Right. But then but there's a lot missing from part 1 and part 2 on a lot of those characters. They got to know each other. We didn't see it, but somehow they got to know each other, you know, enough to make blankets for everybody because we really know who they are. You know, I know your heart, so I'm going to make a blanket that represents you.
Yeah.
You know, so like there is a lot of that missing somewhere in the middle. And even if, maybe like, sure, he
maybe
had
compared to all the other characters.
Yes, comparatively, yes. He's a different character. He's he's better off than he was at the beginning, but there's still the whole story that we're missing, in the middle. So I don't know.
I guess, but I think like knowing that he was a general of men and like soldiers makes sense as to why he still steps into that role as his second. Like his nature is to step into that role, and he did it when people needed him the most, despite his experience of like failure at a catastrophic level. Like,
and
that's
you could
why
understand why he got
the best.
depressed too. Once you got his backstory at the dinner table with all those random people.
At dinner, at the family dinner with the Corona family.
We can care about him now because we know everything we need to know now.
But my point is, it still has a lot of work to do. But of all the characters, all 10 supporting cast, I feel like he actually had actual movement in his story. Versus people who are, hippogriff people, and they stay hippogriff people, and then nothing happens with them. Like they're just there.
Yeah,
So,
but he's fighting for the rebellion now, Bluey.
Without a hippogriff, which is my problem.
Fighting when he let his mom commit suicide earlier.
That's
in his
another
life.
thing. It's like it shows all these kind of cool shots, and you're like, well, we're never gonna see that again.
Yeah.
So I guess no more hippogriffs. Whatever.
Yeah, also, like he should have gone and captured a local wildlife flying animal from the green planet.
Yeah, he should have played like a druid. He should have been like a druid.
Exactly.
Did his captor know that he was royal?
I thought.
I think he did. Yeah.
Dinner doesn't want to hear his answer.
He got to the other multiverse.
He got stuck back into the multiverse. Yeah. Oh well.
He's back here. Yeah, it just glitched.
I don't remember.
I was going to say I'd have to go back and rewatch that scene, but that would require me to go back and rewatch that scene.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
not worth it.
I was going to say
Noble, who knew who he was. That was ironic too.
That was our first origins for all of that.
Well, that and the fact that these 5 very highly sought after people just randomly, of course, ended up together.
Right. You want to join my team? Sure. I didn't even finish. Yeah. Sure.
Hey, is there grain in it?
Yeah.
Come get your chain. Also, I literally text Biggie. I was like, don't destroy the grain. 5 minutes later, send down the tank, level the town.
Wait, hold on. We need to get the tracking onto the village because it's moving all over the place.
Oh god!
Oh my gosh! It was like Monty Python.
Yeah.
When they're like going down, it's like the scene where they're running and they don't get any closer.
No wonder your dreadnought is powered by coal. Oh my goodness!
I don't understand the technology at all of the universe.
I don't
it makes
understand
no sense.
a lot of things about the universe.
Just don't get what is the big robot dude? What is the freaking dude doing in there?
The AI, yeah.
AI thing, yeah. What the heck?
Because he doesn't actually do anything.
He doesn't do anything. He just sleeps.
The decoration.
Maybe he poops coal. And
unlimited power.
Yeah. He's got a little electricity coming out of his fingers. I was gonna say something else, but really doesn't matter, honestly.
No, not
Nothing
really.
about this movie really matters. So when does part 3 come out?
Right.
I mean, the first part was December, so probably pretty soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they shot it all in one thing, right? And then they broke it up.
One cracked camera. Zack Snyder and his broken lenses.
No. They were on crack when they did it.
Right.
true as well. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. But yeah, so you eventually you'll see our live reactions to part 1 and part 2 without Bluey. Unfortunately, he could not make either recording, but whatever. I'm not taking it personally.
Sorry about it.
But yeah, you'll get our live takes on everything, on some of the stuff we talked about here. But yeah, we got a few trailers to show. But first, I just wanted.
Oh my! No.
Would you look at this this ratio right here? 509,000 dislikes to 93,000 likes.
Oof.
Yikes.
Love that
Hey,
hairline.
can we look at the Solid Brick Studios rings Baradur first, please?
Yeah, right. That actually looks really dope. I would kind of.
It is dope. It is dope.
Busted. This is sad. That's funny.
Is that Steve?
That's Steve. That's Stanley.
Steve
That's
Harvey.
Stanley.
Oh, I thought it was Steve Harvey.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Stanley from The Office.
I can't tell. Your screen's too small.
So, oh gosh. First of all,
I don't want to watch this.
we're gonna watch it.
You can't make me. I'm gonna close my eyes.
No. The music at the beginning sounds like what Guy Ladriel, how she says Mordor. Mordor.
An evil
And powerful.
has returned.
It's me. So
It's
this
Venom.
It's
It's
Venom.
I was gonna say.
Venom's back. He made it into a different universe.
This is supposed to be the darkness or whatever from season 1, you know, that was like infecting the land. And I guess
I
it's
wouldn't know what that is. I didn't watch season 1.
Well, you are gonna have to watch it eventually, just so you know.
No.
Um,
I'm not.
So that's what that is, I guess.
Prepare yourself.
She's back. We're so excited.
Scar giver.
Scar killing an ice troll in under 10 seconds. Elrond looking a little more manly this season. Just a little bit.
He's grown up a little bit.
Well, my how you've grown now, Ron.
Give it to me. Give me the meat and give it to me raw. Somebody's thinking of shit right now. This is
Why is her hands cut?
diarrhea coming out of Amazon.
We'll see. We'll see.
He worms his way inside your mind. The rest of him slithers in.
Ooh, it slithers because that's slithery. So that's
Oh,
why-
Like,
oh,
he likes to
image.
slither in.
It's Sauron.
I think he has been here. I think he's been here among us all along.
Is that Sauron?
Apparently.
Or
Oh
Sauron?
no! Good-looking blonde dude. Ah.
Here's the thing about Sauron, right? He can change his appearance to whatever he wants to look like. And he chose to look exactly the same as he did in season 1, but with a dumb wig on top. Not even a good wig. Look at this hairline.
Yeah,
What's happening?
I don't know.
Bro's got 5 head. That's for sure.
The ring is causing him to lose his hair.
And what? Okay, so as I recall from season 1, Lady Guy Ladriel never actually told anybody that Sauron is back. She, now I'm getting all these bad memories. She did any of you actually watch it? Did any of you
No.
fools
No.
watch it?
Yeah, I
No.
watched it all the way through.
No.
So remember how like he wanted her to create all the rings of power?
Yeah.
And that would make him powerful. And remember when she decided on her own that she should create the rings of power?
Right. Yeah. We're gonna do
yeah.
it anyways.
We're gonna do it anyways because I said we should. And she didn't tell anybody that Sauron is back, but now I guess he's back for real, and now she's telling everybody. It's like Why didn't you tell everybody when he actually came back and then didn't make it's so stupid. But yeah, so he's this elf now, and he looks exactly the same, but he's got a bad haircut. He's like, but that's Sauron. He's like, what? What? No.
What?
That's not me. What are you talking about?
That's not me.
She's back on a horse. Remember that awful shot from season 1 when she's on a horse on the beach? Remember that? Oh,
not really.
Okay, she doesn't take good shots on horses.
Every soul.
What was that? That looks cool.
This is the scene where Durin looks up the asshole of the Balrog of Morgoth.
What?
Wait, what are we doing in there?
Wait a minute.
How to get a camera up there?
Wait, what was that? What was that sea monster? That sea monster looked cool.
That is called distraction, Zach.
That's called sexy bacon.
That's a sexy bacon.
I mean, consider me wanting some sexy bacon then.
Consider me seduced.
You're one of the
titillized.
I can take that.
Oh man!
Every soul in middle.
The first female ever to be seen.
That is real sexy
with no
bacon
beard
right there.
though.
I'm
she's
looking
got
at
a
real
little
sexy
A little
bacon.
beard
right
there.
now.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little stubble.
Earth is in peril.
By the way, the Balrog is not supposed to come for hundreds of years at this point, maybe even thousands, and it's here.
Of course.
Orcs are not white anymore, I guess, like they were in season 1.
Cool.
Yummy. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, they're using the line from,
Oh yeah.
How clever.
Very clever.
Oh gosh, this guy.
It's Don Lemonlock. Wow. He's
Got fired from CNN and
who's got all the
hired by
inertia you
Amazon.
need. Woo! Still holding the gun, still holding a bow and arrow like it's gangster. Let's go. Who does this? Nobody.
Don't make me
does.
shoot you with my boner.
That's.
That
Do
is
you
like
actually hold your bow like that
holding a
now?
gun like this.
Nah, now you would hold it. You do actually hold your bow. That yes, you do because
does.
you have a trigger. You now shoot bows with triggers, Nathan.
Yeah, and then you just release it.
Okay, this is a fantasy world.
Yes,
with
in the
no
fantasy
trigger.
world, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
Is he holding the knock like this?
Yes.
Hold on.
Enhance.
Sorry. So like if this is the knock, is he
Yep.
holding it like this?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Bro,
So
bro cannot have that kind of finger strength. No
He's an
shot,
elf.
bro.
He's
He's
an
gripping
elf.
his arrow.
He's Don
No.
Lemonlock. You know what he does.
Bro, you knock on the strings, bro. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Anyway.
I just
No, I'm
love
with
that
you.
he flips out of nowhere. Also,
Adam Driver.
no, that's a
Kylo Ren?
Ben Swallow.
I didn't know this was a multiverse.
Ben Swallow. Why do you have your shirt on?
Bro, you look mad. Why are you always mad?
Why are you mad, bro? No, that's a Sealdor who they were like, ooh, is he dead? Yes, we know he's coming back because we've all seen Lord of the Rings. But they made him appear to be dead at the end of season 1. But then they show him in the freaking trailer for season 2. Good job.
Good job.
It's Numenor. Oh, Adar, but it's a different actor. Thought we wouldn't notice.
Who's Adar? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that
That guy.
the guy who loved orcs, sympathized for them.
One of the earlier renditions of "That's Sauron."
Sauron. Oh, and not Gandalf, but actually is Gandalf.
Really?
Yes. I'm not. Oh, what happened?
happened? Whoa.
I'm back.
Sauron just.
Hey, who's running this show? I stopped
was
producing for one show, and everything goes to shit.
Hey, I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. At least the stream's still going. I just love this. He's like,
Could be the
"Wow."
storm.
Yes, that is Sauron because he still looks
He-
like Sauron.
He is Sauron.
This is so
Wow.
dumb. Like, why did you not prepare everybody sooner? But he's back. So unless that's like, unless that's a flashback. Who knows?
Lovely.
Not impressed.
All right, so not 1 hour later after the release of this trailer,
Yeah.
the better trailer was released, and they knew exactly what they were doing.
The Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne.
And this one I might have to pause more because Max always gets you. It is kind of cool that Aegon wanted nothing to do with being king because he never thought it'd be possible, and he didn't even take it seriously when he found out that he would be king. He still didn't want it, and now that he's like experienced power, he's like Joffrey. Joffrey 1.0 because he was before Joffrey.
Hail King Aegon!
Like, look at his snide little face. It's a little
Yeah.
twerp. He's gonna be the new Joffrey, 100%.
Oh, she's super.
Can you use it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she is Supergirl. You're right.
Yeah, that's so badass.
I hope it doesn't die. Yeah, that's a really cool dragon.
I might need to rewatch season 1.
Well, I'm doing right now. This is a cool part right here.
Do you accept me as your queen and ruler?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. He probably
some-
says no.
Well, it's just funny because they were the ones fighting for the throne originally, you know?
Yeah.
So
Now they're fighting.
what is this link that you just put into my
No.
chat?
Don't do it.
No,
I'm
I'm
assuming.
not going to click it. I'm saying, hey, my mod, please remove this link.
Oh, so I spent the whole first season not, listening to anybody tell me that I'm an idiot. But oh wait, now that we're actually gonna fight, I made a mistake. Sorry, guys.
Well, he's upset because of Vagar killing his cousin.
Yeah.
But I think the major thing here is that Allison is kind of things are getting a little too much out of control for her.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about her. Yeah.
Yes, you're like, oh, the consequences of my actions. Who would have thought that would have happened?
Right. She can't
I didn't
contain
know that.
what she's created, and it's gotten too far gone now at this point.
I mean, did she think it would not end in battle with Daemon involved? Like, come on.
True.
That makes
I can't wait to see Vagar now in this season. Oof.
Yeah.
This is
That's actually kind of right there. He didn't call her mother. He didn't call her queen. He called her Allison.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's how much. That's how little respect he has for her at this point. Ooh
That's
yeah,
the start.
Yeah, there's a
that's
Stark in the
Stark if
background.
I ever seen it.
that's the wall. Let's go.
Mhm.
Looks like a little Owen Wilson.
I am so
Nice.
hyped for this.
I just want to say this is going to be action packed. Like I felt like the first season it had its moments, right? But I was like, okay, this is clearly like you're playing the politics and it's gonna lead to something massive. Well, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
This is Yep. This is a trailer. We don't have to watch it, but Dune Prophecy is
that like a prequel?
Prequel show to Dune. Yeah. And it's basically how the Jenny Bezeret came into power. So I don't know who's asking for this, but it might be interesting.
Maybe.
So yeah, I'll throw it in the Discord. But yeah, I'm very hyped for House of the Dragon.
Oh, it's Benny Gesserit.
Benny Gesserit.
That's why it didn't sound right. You swapped the B and the J.
Benny and the Jets.
Let's swap the beat. Also,
I think of what's his name from the Cubs, Ben Zobrist.
Oh yeah.
That was his walk-up song in 2016.
Also, Bluey just sent me in Discord. Shadow of the Earth Tree released a story trailer, so go check that out. I'm gonna watch that really immediately.
What's that?
Post that in the Discord.
What is that? It's the DLC for Elden Ring.
Oh,
Talking about every single week.
You
know what? You've been stuck in the multiverse. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's fine.
But yeah,
dude. So I my latest lit RPG book that I'm listening to is called Stormweaver. Stormweaver something. Or no, the Iron Prince. That's what it is. And it's like a futuristic world where you have a combat assistance device, and it's like it shows up as two bracelets, but then it basically becomes power armor. And as it evolves, like you get more and more coverage of armor. So like when you first get it, it might be like just a sword and like a gauntlet, but as it powers up, it'll cover your arms and your legs and then your whole body and visor. Really, really good so far.
That's cool.
Nice.
So
I have to check that out.
Yep. Yeah, now that you're driving 45 minutes a day.
True.
It's good. I'll send it to you.
But yeah, so we have a lot to watch this year. You can expect House of the Dragon. Each episode we're going to do reviews on. Well, we're going to watch, react, and then review them. We're going to be doing something for One Piece since we've all watched it now. So there'll be a review of that. And then we were going to do a Fallout eventually. That'll probably happen later on. We'll get to that later in the year. And then we got Acolyte coming out pretty soon here in June. So excited for that. Can't wait. And then, of course, in August, Seppuku yourself. And then, of course, in August, we have The Cringe of Power Season 2. So lots of stuff to look forward to this year. Can't wait. Maybe Bluey will get a better camera.
Maybe I'll focus for it.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I'm hyped for House of the Dragon though. And if you're looking for something to watch, rewatch House of the Dragon season 1. Watch X-Men '97 if you're into X-Men.
Fast and Furious.
And then go see The Fall Guy in theaters. It's great. So, but yeah. Well, with that, we'll catch you next time, I guess. Well, actually, I haven't done this in 3 weeks. Go check out our Discord. We're going to post a bunch of stuff in there. And check us out on Instagram, Twitter, all the good stuff. We don't post very often, but I'm getting more into that stuff again. If you haven't watched any of our past streams, they will be posted as videos now on YouTube. So basically, I'm kind of going through the whole backlog right now, so you can catch basically 2 every single day that will be posted until we're all caught up. And of course, you will be seeing our Rebel Moon reviews or reactions, live reactions, coming out hopefully within the next week. And then we got some other movies that we recorded, so you'll be seeing those eventually as well. So yeah, lots of stuff coming. Pretty much every day you're going to be seeing something from the Talking Nerds channel. So
there you go.
If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that right now. And we'll see you probably in a couple weeks. Because I think a few of you are going to be gone next week, right?
Yeah.
I'm gone next week.
I'm gone next week.
Okay.
We'll be back in a few weeks. In June.
2 weeks. Back in 2 weeks.
We'll be back in June, which is good because that's when everything's coming out. So
right, ain't no thing.
So happy Memorial Day to everybody out there.
Oh yeah, that's next Monday, isn't it?
Yep, it's next Monday. This will probably be posted after Memorial Day, anyways. So you'll catch the live stream at least on YouTube. So, but yeah. Alrighty, guys. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.
Where's okay. Bye.